fellow explorers. In this video, I'm going to show you around the giant new rental car facility at LAX airport. It consolidates 12 rental car companies all under one roof. It is fully open in that all the 12 rental car companies are operating here, but the air train is not yet open at the time I'm making this video, which is spring of 2026. Eventually, they're going to have this great automated people mover that's going to bring you from the airport all the way here to the rental car facility. But for now, you still have to take shuttle buses. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like, taking a look down here. There's also the new LAX Metro Transit Center just over this way. The airport itself is about 2 miles that way. But right now, in 2026, early 2026, you got to take buses. Any bus that you take, Avis, Alamo, National, whatever, they're all going to bring you here. They're going to drop you off on the ground floor. You're going to come up these elevators, and then you'll come up to this top floor area right here. This is where the desks for all of the different rental car companies are. And I'll show you around those, but I'll also show you that if you're like a program member, like if you're Hertz Gold or something, and you don't have to go to the desk, then there are a set of program member escalators that you can take to go down there to go straight to the booths. So this is a really nice new facility. It's one of the biggest concrete buildings in the USA. And you can see it's quite nice inside, lots of room. We've got National, Enterprise, and Alamo that are all right here. Why are they all right here? It's all one company. It's all one company, Enterprise, National, Alamo. Many of these rental car companies have all been consolidated into these big conglomerates. They still operate as different brands because it makes them look good. Like they're different things. You can compare prices, but it turns out on the back end, they're all the same. Alamo clearly has the biggest counter area here and the support for the longest lines. Also some nice kiosks that you can use to pick up your rental. There are restrooms out in the center. Let's take a look at some of the other companies that we have over here. We've got Sixth Dollar, Europe Car, Fox, and then there's elevators, escalators over here that'll take you down to the different floors that you need to go to for your cars. Europe Car, Fox, Sixth on level 1, $50 level 2, Alamo Enterprise level 3. So let's go ahead and go into this building, and then we'll go check out some of the floors so you can see what that looks like, the pickup area and the return area, so you know what to expect. Over here, we've got Dollar. Oh, it's hot in here. Yeah, clearly the air conditioning hasn't fully gotten working yet. They've got some temporary air conditioning going on, but this is not too busy right now. Okay, let's go over to the next area. We've got Hertz, Avis, and Thrifty, so the third big conglomerate set of companies that operate here. So here we go, Hertz with the big yellow area, lots of desks, lots of places for lines on both sides of this area. Nice kind of like yellow trim along the desks, very clean, very modern looking in here. Sofas that you can take a load off while your friends or family stand in line. And again, when that people mover train opens, it's going to come right here, and then you just kind of come out. So that's cool. All right, and so here we've got Avis, Budget, and Payless. So these then operate together. So we've got Avis, Budget, and doesn't look like anybody at the Payless counter. Okay, and then they tell you right here of your Budget fast break, proceed down the escalator near the train stop to level 1 display and cars. So let's go ahead and take some of those escalators down. You can see there's a couple sets. There's the south and north elevators. Apparently this is where you would pick up your zip cars too. So let's go ahead and let's go all the way to the bottom. Restrooms over this way. We're going to go to the bottom because each of these escalators basically goes to a different floor. And so if you go to 2, then you can't get from 2 to 1. And I want to go to 1 because, well, that's where I parked my car. Okay, so very long escalator here. This escalator takes you from 5 to 1, so choose wisely. You don't have to go down floor by floor by floor. But as you can see, we've got the cars on these levels over here. Those people probably, maybe it looks like they returned their car, and now they're going up the escalator. It's sort of a wonky sort of setup right now that if you have to return your car to one of these middle floors, then you gotta like go up to 5, and then you gotta go back down to 1. If you take the escalators, I think if you take the elevators, you can take them all the way down between between the floors, but all the shuttle buses right now are on floor 1. Remember, if you're doing the program member pickup, like for Hertz, don't go down this escalator, go down the middle escalator in the building, because that'll bring you to the Hertz Gold counter that isn't at the end of these escalators. So when we come down here, we see an example of what one of these floors look like. You get down here, you get numbers, letters, rows. You get a map like this that tells you, hey, the different letters, where the cars are. You are here, and let's see, this looks like returns right now down here. There's the program counters. So each of these companies have their little booths that are down here too, because maybe you need to pick up your keys down here, maybe you need some help down here, maybe something didn't work. If you didn't want to take the escalator, you want to take the elevator, these will go up to all the floors. So if you have to drop off on one of the floors, then take the elevator to come down to 1 right now to get the bus. There are restrooms that are down here on the floors with the cars too. There's water bottle fillers, there's drinking fountains. So really, like, a lot of nice amenities here, and it's all nice, new, clean benches. You can sit down here, not as fancy as the ones upstairs, but quite well illuminated, lots of great signage. And then as we walk this way, you can see the signs that tell you shuttle to all terminals, how to get there. That sign tells you to go to the elevator, which is not really where you want to go. They kind of like funnel you out a few different sections to get to the bus. So we're going to go that way. As usual, you know, all these things, when you drive your car out, they've got some drive gates that you go through that, you know, they look at your contract and they look at your ID and maybe they look at your credit card to decide whether you're worthy enough to take the car on the road. But then if you are if you do that, then you get on the road. But if you're going back to the airport, this is the current procedure, that you walk out here to find the shuttle to all terminals while the air train isn't running. It's all the shuttle buses, so we'll go see the shuttle bus and customer pickup area. You know, when the air train gets rolling again, you can be sure when it gets rolling again, when it gets rolling for the first time, you can be sure that I'll do a video all about getting around LAX with the air train. They remind you here that if you left your keys in the car or in your pocket, not in the car, please drop them in that chute. So here we go. We got some friendly people that help you with what rental car company you're with and where you need to go. We've got Avis, Budget, we've got National Enterprise, Alamo. The weird part about this is that they all go to the same place right now. like they all come here and they all go to the airport, but all of the companies are still operating the buses. There's not like a consolidated rental car bus. So does it matter what bus you take right now? I don't really know that it does, because they all come here. I guess there are a few companies there's 12 that are here. There are still a few smaller companies that are not in this consolidated rental car facility. So, you know, make sure you're actually going to the right place. Eventually, those smaller companies won't be allowed to pick up at the airport and will have to pick up here at the rental car center. And so when you get on those buses, they tell you here the different doors you might want to go in to access those different areas. They've opened up the... Good morning. Thank you. I'll just go to my car over here. Appreciate it. Yeah. Friendly people, making sure you get where you're going, because it's kind of confusing. So yes, they say all car rental customers, because they have all these different letters and different doors. So when I was here like the first day they were open or something like that. They were making everybody take the elevator to the top and then go down. But if you know what floor you're on, like if you know that Hertz is on level 2, they do have some staircases that you can take to go from here to Hertz if you're a program member to bypass level 5. Okay, but that main elevator bank that we just passed will only take you here from 1 to 5. That's the only place it goes. And we got the helpful people to help you get on the bus. All right, these are where the Hertz buses pick up, drop off. Hertz, Thrifty, as you can see. And then if you wonder, the gentleman that asked me where I was going, what company I was with, I said I'm going to my car because there is a 1 hour visitor parking lot over here on the side. So this is nice if you are, maybe you're dropping someone off, maybe you're picking someone up, maybe you just need to like go to the rental car counter for some reason. Oh, you can see Cathay Pacific airplane coming in for a landing. This is the general flight path for airplanes landing. This is the customer pickup and drop off area. So if you need to pick up and drop off from a personal car, you can do so here. The big pickup and drop off areas that we saw at the beginning, those were just for the rental car shuttles and buses. And then just as we get past these nice palm trees over here is where the visitor parking lot is. 1 hour free parking. They don't charge you anything to park in this lot. I don't know how long it's gonna stay this way, that it's just kind of like an open lot that you can come and park in. I feel like eventually, you know, people will figure out this lot is here, and you know, the Uber drivers or sedan drivers, things like that. By the way, just how big this building is, looking back, it's big. It goes on and on forever and ever and ever. But this is the visitor parking lot. It is at the corner of Arbor, Vitae Street, and what is this intersection that we're on? Arbor, Vitae, and Concourse Way. The address, if you are putting this thing into your Google Maps, if you want to do that, which is what I did to get here. Can I find it again? Oh my gosh, I can't find it again. It was like, here we go, 5418 West Arbor Vitae Street. 5418 West Arbor Vitae, if you're looking for this and all this little 1 hour free parking right here. Yes, there's a taxi driver waiting already, so it'll be discovered soon. Well, fellow explorers, if you want to see more about LAX Airport, you want to see through the terminals, in the international terminal, you want to know why does everybody hate LAX Airport? Well, check out this video right here, or check out some more of my terminal tours right over here. This playlist, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.